some figs. Well, it wasn't the right time to get some fruit. But still, he went. Unfortunately, he couldn't find anything. What happened? Jesus, our Lord, cursed the tree, the fig tree. The disciples saw that the fig tree had withered. And Peter said, "But Lord, this tree was not like this when we were going." I said, "Yes, because I couldn't find any tree, any fruit. And I cursed the fig tree." So God has the power. He's the one who plants. He's the one sending rain and sun. He's the one. He's the one. There is no one else. There is none beside him who does that. Only God. Only him. And he's calling us to walk by faith. If we are not courageous, we won't walk by faith. We won't. Because it's not easy. But if we rely on God himself, if we trust in him, we will achieve that. We will. Look at the disciples. Look at the 12 apostles. There were 12. Judas went his ways. But he was replaced by Matthias. Just think about those 12 men. We are the produce of what they did. They went all over the world to preach. The tiny seed that Jesus, our Lord, had planted in them became who we are today. We are Christian because of them, because of their great job. The seed of faith. The seed of faith planted by schoolmates, by our parents, by our parish, by our relatives, by the staff, the religious education. It is a seed that was planted. How many fruits have you already harvested because of that seed that was planted? How many people have already rejoiced because of who you became? Because of who you did, what you did through the Spirit in your life, in your families, in your parishes. God only knows how many good people are in this church. Only God knows. Only God knows. Because we allow him to use us as instruments. Do you really want him to continue using you as his instruments? To continue building up his church? To continue redeeming other people that need to be redeemed? To be reminded of the love of God and his compassion and his mercy for you? Yes. Yes, Lord. I want to be used by you as you want, wherever you want, when you want. That's our prayer. That's our prayer. And the gospel, Jesus is, our Lord is giving us this beautiful image of the mustard seed. It is impossible to see a mustard seed with our eyes. It's so tiny, tiny. But what happens when it is sown in the ground? Terrible. It becomes a big tree with large branches and delicious fruit. Now, the tree doesn't produce those fruits for itself. No. Who benefits those fruits? Who? The birds. The birds in the sky. The tree is not even aware of who eats of the fruit. That tree cannot say, "Don't touch me. Don't eat of my fruits." No, he cannot. He cannot say, "Don't dwell in my branches. Don't get some shade in the branches." No. The tree cannot say that, because its nature is to be there for others. And that's our faith. That's the seed of our faith. Now, that tree cannot say, no, I don't want you. Because that tree is aware of who is the one that originated its being. God. And so is our faith. We became that tree, big tree with branches for shade, with fruits to be eaten by all the passerby. We walk by faith, not by sight. No, you want taste of my fruits? No. Because my nature is to be eaten, is to be consumed, is to help. There is no credit that tree can claim. There is no credit I can claim for who the Lord has done for me, for whatever he has done for me, or for whoever I became through his grace. We are who we are by God's grace. Whatever we have comes from God. Whatever good things we have comes from God. Now, what do we do then? Because he loved us and we became who we are. And we have gotten what we have because of his love for us. Then what happens? We respond to his love. Now, if we don't respond to his love, we take the credit. which is not fair, which is not just. There's no equity in that. To God be the glory. Now, the tree is the cross of our Lord Jesus Christ planted in the world, in the mountain of Calvary. We were redeemed by his blood poured out on the cross. That's a tree. That's a tree. That's the tree of life. The tree of life that saves us, that refreshes us, that gives us the courage to go forward, not to give up, no, not to complain, no, not to get upset, no, to trust and to walk by faith. My dear brethren, we have been made in love, for love. And St. Paul, in the second reading to the Corinthians, it reminds us that